You already know space is big. You've been told that your whole life. Big, dark, mostly empty. But here's the thing nobody tells you. The details are so much weirder than the size. Like, there's a planet in this universe where it rains glass. Sideways. At 5,000 miles per hour. That's not science fiction. That's just Tuesday. For that planet. There are 15 facts about space that, once you know them, change how you look at the sky. Let's get into it. Fact 1. That planet we just talked about is called HD 189733b. It's 64 light years away. The clouds there aren't made of water. They're made of tiny silicate particles, essentially molten glass, flying sideways at nearly 5,400 miles per hour. Standing outside on that planet would mean being sandblasted by microscopic glass shards going faster than a bullet. Every second, constantly. Space. Beautiful from a distance. Fact 2. There's another planet, WASP 76b, where it rains iron. Not rust, iron. Liquid iron, falling from the sky like a thunderstorm. Except the thunder is just the sound of the planet ruining your entire day. The side facing its star is so hot that iron turns to vapor. It drifts to the cooler side and falls. Scientists confirmed this in 2020. Fact 3. Space smells like something. Astronauts who've done spacewalks, when they come back inside and take off their helmets, they report a smell. Specific, consistent. Hot metal and rum. Some say steak. The smell comes from dying stars and cosmic dust releasing compounds into the void. There's a cloud near the center of the Milky Way that contains ethyl formate, the chemical that gives raspberries their flavor. The center of our galaxy smells like a raspberry daiquiri. Nobody asked for that information, but there it is. Fact 4. A teaspoon of a neutron star would weigh about 10 million tons. Not 10 million pounds, 10 million tons. A neutron star is what's left when a massive star collapses under its own gravity. Atoms are compressed so completely that protons and electrons merge into neutrons. The result is the densest object in the known universe. A star the size of a city, weighing more than the sun. 1 teaspoon of it would collapse through the floor, through the earth, probably through you. Fact 5. Saturn would float. If you had a bathtub large enough, which you don't, but stay with me, and you dropped Saturn into it, it would float. Saturn's density is less than water. Every other planet in our solar system would sink immediately. Saturn would just bob there. If this is already messing with your sense of reality, subscribe to You're Weird, because we're only at number 5. Fact 6. On Venus, a day is longer than a year. Venus rotates so slowly that it takes 243 Earth days to spin once, but it only takes 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. The planet completes an entire trip around the Sun before it finishes spinning once. On Venus, you'd celebrate New Year's before you ever hit noon. But here's where that gets weirder. Fact 7. The footprints of Neil Armstrong left on the moon in 1969 are still there, perfectly preserved, untouched. There's no wind on the moon, no rain, no weather, nothing to disturb the surface. These footprints will stay exactly where they are for somewhere between 10 million and 100 million years, long after every building we've ever made has turned to dust, long after the civilization that built the rocket is gone. These footprints will still be there. That's the part they don't put on the plaque. Fact 8. The Sun takes 225 million years to orbit the Milky Way. One full orbit. That's called a galactic year. The last time the Sun was in the position it's in right now, dinosaurs hadn't been invented yet. You're on that same trip right now. You're just not aware of it because it takes 225 million years. Fact 9. There's a cloud of alcohol in space. Sagittarius B2 is a molecular cloud near the center of our galaxy. It contains over 10 billion liters of alcohol, mostly ethanol, the same kind in your drinks. It also smells like rum. We've already covered that. This cloud is 1,000 times larger than our entire solar system. Nobody knows how to get there, but several people have been asked. Fact 10. Your blood would boil in space, not freeze. This one surprises most people. You'd expect space to freeze you instantly, but that's not how it works. There's no air pressure in space, and pressure is what keeps your blood liquid. Without it, every fluid in your body would vaporize at body temperature. So space wouldn't freeze you, it would boil you from the inside. On the bright side, it's very fast. And here's the part most people never think about. Fact 11. Every single atom in your body was made inside a star. Not a metaphor, literal chemistry. The Big Bang only created hydrogen and helium. Everything else, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, was forged inside stars over billions of years. When those stars died in massive explosions, they scattered those atoms across the universe. Eventually, some of those atoms ended up here, in the ground, in the ocean, in food, and in you. You are not looking at space from a distance. You are space, temporarily assembled into a shape that asks questions about space. Fact 12. The sun is average. We think of the sun as our enormous, terrifying star, but in the context of the universe, it is completely unremarkable. There are stars so large that if you replaced our sun with them, they would extend past Jupiter. Our sun would fit inside them 300 million times over. The sun, to those stars, is what a marble is to a football stadium. Fact 13. When scientists mapped the large-scale structure of the universe, galaxies, clusters, voids, what they found was a web, nodes connected by filaments, gaps between them. The pattern looks nearly identical to neurons in a human brain. Nobody has a fully satisfying explanation for that. It's probably a coincidence. Probably. Fact 14. Right now, you're seeing the sun as it was 8 minutes ago. Light takes 8 minutes to reach Earth. When you look at the nearest star system, you're seeing it as it was 4 years ago. When you look at the Andromeda galaxy with the naked eye, you're seeing it as it was 2.5 million years ago, before humans existed. You are not seeing space as it is. You are seeing space as it was. The night sky is a time machine. Every direction you look, a different depth in history. Fact 15. The universe is expanding, and the expansion is accelerating, not slowing down, but getting faster. Some galaxies are moving away from us faster than the speed of light, which means we will never reach them. In fact, we will never even see them again. They're just gone, lost to distance. As time passes, more and more of the universe will cross that threshold. The observable universe will get smaller. Not because it's shrinking, because it's expanding too fast for us to follow. Eventually, in a universe trillions of years from now, every other galaxy will be completely invisible. Whatever exists then will look up at the night sky and see nothing, and they'll think they're alone. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. You exist right now, in this window, on a marble, orbiting an average star in one of hundreds of billions of galaxies. And the center of that galaxy smells like rum. If that's not enough to convince you the universe is weird, subscribe to You're Weird, because we're just getting started. Sweet dreams.